Well, hello everyone. Move my camera, that's a little bit better. It's kind of an odd angle. Hello everyone and welcome to our kids' spirit school for this Sunday, for Sunday, July 26th. And today what we're going to really explore is Unity's first basic principle. It's that idea, it's for first and second, but it's the idea that we can understand that Spirit, God, the universe, whatever name we want to give to that divine presence, is permeating through the universe in all moments. And because that's permeating through that universe, that's flowing through the universe, that those individual talents, those abilities, those qualities of God are expressing through us. And so today, what we're gonna focus on is on how it is that we can recognize our spiritual abilities, those GOD, grand overall design abilities, even in the moments where we can't exactly recognize that what we're doing is expressing spirit. Because even in those moments, what we're doing is we're expressing God. So a lot of times what can happen is those spiritual opportunities, they express through us. But if we're in the middle of a difficult negative experience, it's easy for us to focus on the negative. Yes, we can see the positive, we can know that's there, but our mind wants to be drawn to what's right in front of us. And when it's drawn to what's right in front of us, sometimes what happens is that we don't see or feel Spirit's presence because we're expecting Spirit to show up in a certain way. And we're expecting Spirit to show up in a very specific way. And I just want to share with all of you that are working on this with Spirit School, all of the youth that might be watching this, to know that that is not necessarily the easiest concept to grasp, that we all struggle with it. I still struggle with it. I have moments where the situation in the world around me makes me kind of go, and it becomes, well, I'll just go ahead and say it becomes difficult to see and know Spirit is expressing through me. So that's what we're gonna focus on today, is that idea that the presence, the power, the light of Spirit is always there, regardless of what's going on around you. And when we tune into that light and that love and that presence of Spirit, then we're able to know that God is gonna show up no matter what. From our Unity writings today, from the book The Quest by Richard Mary Alice Jaffola, the word universe means turned into one, a whole. So a whole needs all of its component parts, and no one part is any more important than the other. And you are one of those parts. I am one of those parts. We are all part of those things that make up that wholeness, that universe. So we take the oneness of all of us and we make the wholeness of the universe. So know that your unique and individual expression of that presence of Spirit is important. From our co-founder, Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore, in the book Dynamics for Living, he wrote that God as omnipresence is the only presence in the universe. This refers to the all-pervading presence of God permeating the universe. In other words, God is everywhere present. There is no place where God is not. God is in all and through all and around all. So there is nowhere you can go, there's no place you can go where you won't find that presence of Spirit. But, like we said earlier, it's easy to forget that. It's easy to forget that that's the way it works when we're in the midst of a negative experience. When we're in the midst of chaos, it can become difficult to see and know that that presence is there. And so, as I said earlier, the unity principle that we're going to work with today, the unity principle this relates to, is our first unity principle. It's the idea that God is all good and active in everything, everywhere. And then we can go ahead and throw number 2 in there as well, because as part of that, and as part of this understanding, is the understanding that we are naturally good because God's divinity is within us and in everyone else. And so the sort of practice I have for you this week, something that I would suggest that you do throughout the week. And as always, feel free to post that on this comment or on the comments on this video. Feel free to post what it is you create. But I would just invite you to create what I'll call an affirmation flower. So how you're going to do that is you're going to think about the best part of yourself. The part about yourself that you love as much, if not more than anything else. What are the best parts of you? And then what you want to do next is to know that these best parts of all of you are the ways that Spirit is present with you, the ways that Spirit is helping you to be your best self. So if you take a strip of paper and you write down, or have a grown-up help you write down what some of those things are that are the best part of yourself, and then you just fold this up here so we can see. So you have your strip of paper. Like this. You have that written out. If you fold it back and forth, like this, you unfold it, and you unfold it like this, what you can wind up with is this fan shape. And it almost makes a little flower. And so what you can do is you can create all the flowers, the things that you are blessed with. So if you do work out a way to create a flower or something that you love about yourself, certainly share those with me. Because the truth of the matter is that each one of us is loved, that we are blessed, and that we have things about ourselves that are coming forth to help us be our best self. We remember this with the affirmation, God is all good and active everywhere. God is all good and active everywhere. Now, like I said, it is easy to forget in the moment when we're faced with a challenge or a difficulty. It's easy to forget that spiritual truth. That ego, human, personal Brandon side of the brain takes over, and it's easy to forget that God is all present everywhere. Even though we know that God is always with us. And sometimes we feel that presence in noisy, exciting times. Sometimes we feel Spirit's actions through others. But it's also important for us to feel that presence in the quietest of moments. And so one of the ways to do that, and what we're going to do, and you can do this with me right now if you would like, but this is more of an experiential meditation. It's a practice called Tai Chi Walking, where what we're going to do is put all of our attention on just one singular action. And so if you would like, this is something you might want to do without shoes on. You can do it with shoes on. Either way works. But this is a meditation, a practice you have to stand up for. And so you stand up, find a spot in the room where you're going to have plenty of space to move forward. And what you're going to do, if you're doing this with me, I'll say begin. You're going to practice moving your feet as slowly as possible. First practicing by putting your heel down and then slowly rolling the side of your foot towards your toes, and then slowly shifting your weight to the toes before you put down the other foot in the same way. And so you walk this way, just walking around the room. You don't have to go in a straight line. You don't have to go in a circle. You just walk where you feel you are led to do. Obviously trying not to bump into people, places, or things. But as slowly as possible, you're going to walk around the room until you hear me or you feel yourself say, slowly come to a stop. And then gently put your feet side by side and you stand with your eyes closed. So, to begin this process, if you're doing this here with me now or you're doing it on your own, stand quietly and we're going to breathe in and out slowly 3 times to quiet your body and mind. Ready? Breathe in once. Breathe in twice. Breathe in a 3rd time. And now begin your slowest walk possible. whenever you're ready to end, slowly come to a stop. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Put your attention on your whole body and decide where you feel God most clearly. And once you've felt it in that place, you can put your hands just right here over your heart. And remember that Spirit is always with us, even in the noisy times. And we can remind ourselves of that with the affirmation, God is all good and active everywhere. God is all good and active everywhere. And so it is. And so this is a practice that I would just encourage you to do if you feel distracted by outer circumstances. If you feel the sort of weight of the world imposing itself on you, just take that moment and begin to walk as slowly as possible. Focusing on Spirit, focusing on your breathing as slowly as you can until you feel yourself naturally come to a stop. Put your hands on your heart and remind yourself that God is all good and active everywhere. Take your breath and move on into your life and the rest of your day, the rest of your experience. Each one of us is filled with wonderful abilities. Those abilities are a gift from Spirit. There are times in our life where it's easy to allow the outer world to creep in and distract us from that truth. Focus on Spirit, and we focus on how those abilities come out within us. We're able to realign, readjust, refocus, and remember the truth that Spirit, God, the universe, whatever name we give it, is always present, always there to support us. And so that is our work for this week. To find times to remind ourselves of that truth. Because like so many other things that we practice, the more we do it and the more we practice, the easier it becomes. And so I have homework for you this week. And that homework is for you to take time each day, in each moment, to remember the truth. Take time each day to breathe, to focus your energy through that Tai Chi Walking process, and to remind yourself of the truth. The truth that says that God is all good and active everywhere. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope your homework goes well, and we will see you again very soon. God bless you all. Namaste.